Hi guys, I am Asif Ali and you're watching CGHOW video. Today I created this static effect. This is not animated, this is just how it looks, nothing to play. So this is just a static effect and today we will create this effect. Okay, so from scratch. So let's start this tutorial, and if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, please subscribe. If you like this video, please like, share and comment. Thanks for watching and let's start this tutorial. First of all, subscribe my YouTube channel and also click on bell icon so you will receive all new video notification. So I have this empty folder, Shield Dome, and this is the reference I found on Pinterest. I will put the link in my description so you can check it out. And this is just an image, so I will not make it in animation. I will not animate anything. I will make this kind of static effect like this image, so everything will be static in my effect. So first we need a character with this pose or similar to this. So in this site mixamo.com, it's Adobe site, so let it redirect to Mixamo, and I will upload a character that is our mannequin. So I will upload that from my desktop, and I have this mannequin character, and you can also check the process how you use animation from this site on your custom character. Like I have this mannequin, so you just need to upload this character. It will not take much time. Okay, so then you need to go next and put these locators. So this is your wrist, this is your elbow, this is your knees and groin, and just next, and it will just take maybe two minutes and your model will be ready to use. And see how it is. Pause. Okay, we can find something like this. Just 2 minutes. Till then I'll just right click here and create a FX fountain and call it FX, and then I'll right click and take a label, map, double click, open this label, and here I will just put a light, and then in visual I will use exponent fog, gray, and this source of sun, I just make this black. So we have just this gray, press G, and also post process, infinite, and some image effects. So we have this map with single light, and now you can see this is animated, your character. Just next, and now you need to take animations from here. So I think attack, if I search attack, I have seen something similar. Not attack, power. Let me just pause this video because it can take some time to find, and I'll show you which one I will use. So I'll just pause. So I'm back and I have found similar animation, this sword and shield power, and this is kind of same thing. I can add it if I want, but I can use this pause. Okay, so I'm just downloading it. It's being downloading here. Okay, I'll open it once it will download, and till then let's check our reference again. So we need a spherical, this thing, raise. So here what I'll do, I'll make a material M ring, and I will use planar, radial, exponent vector to radial. We have ring, and then I will make a dynamic parameter for density, and if I decrease this it will look cool. Okay, and then after this I will make a parameter here for power, and then I will make particle color. This will go here. I will use this as translucent, unlit, two-sided, multiply this with alpha and rename this. This is density and this is power. Save this. Your model has been downloaded, so now I will make a new folder here, anim, import that from the download folder, this, and I want exported animation, export all. So now you have this animation, and what I'll do, I'll right click on this and create a composite, and in this composite I just need this frame, this, so it starting time, I need to change the start time, so start time will be 0.9, and then end time will be maybe 1.2, so it will be very short, and then I'll reduce the play rate, so it will be animated but very low animation, just like a breathing, so we can use that. Save this, save, and I'll drag this composite into viewport on the 0 translate, and we have this, and I'll just press G and rotate the lighting like this, then alt and drag to duplicate light, and for this view, and I'll decrease the strength, so we have this. Okay, press G, we have this, and now we will create according to this scale. So in FX we need to use this material first. It looks like this. Browse this, and this is ring 1, and I'll use that material here. It is not visible. Let me take the dynamic parameter, default value I'll use 1, and power maybe 2, and then I don't need these things for now, and let's just use a spawn burst, one particle just once and life infinite, and then here size will be uniform, no mass and no life, and then with dynamic parameters I can make this like this, and this will to make it thinner, and let me just make the preview darker background, so we have this now, and see in the reference we have two lines, cyan and blue, so you can make it like cyan, and you can just duplicate this ring and make it slightly bigger, and then make it blue, and with dynamic parameters you can also handle these things, and also you can increase alpha if you want, but that's it. And let me save this and make it local and check the size in viewport, so I will drag it, put it on 0, and now I will actually move the character down, not FX, otherwise we will need to move every emitter to offset, or we can move this from here, but better is just to move your character and let the FX on 0. so this will be around here, and then we need this little bigger. So this is 270, so I will make it 350, and this is, I'll make it 400. Okay, it is very big, so let me so for this first ring, this will be like this much, and 730, around 730. Okay, so now you can make the second one like 800. So now you have these two rings. Yeah, this much. Now I'm satisfied with the size. Okay, so we have successfully created our first element. Save all. After this we have these lines, these streaks, and to make that we need a radial. It's very soft, so I will duplicate my ring, M radial, and here instead of this I will remove this, and this is for my density. I don't need this actually, and what I'll do, I'll use two radials, and if I preview first one, I need it very low density like 0.1, 0.2, and then in this one I need density around little higher, 0.3, and then the size little lower, maybe 0.2, and then if we will add these together, we will have a brighter core than soft edge, and that's we need. So I will just connect this here, and even I can increase it 0.4, yeah, and this one maybe 0.25. okay, save this, and of course this is going to opacity, so it will look like this. And here now I'll duplicate it again and rename it as streaks, and use that material here. And of course we need torus for that, so I will use a torus. Okay, and we need this, let's make it a little brighter so we can visualize it. So, and then we will use this for now, non-uniform, 10 or 50 or 100. So this is stressed, and now if I use multiple, you can see these are on torus, but torus axis would be like X, and these should face the torus. So for that you can use align. First you need to use here custom alignment, custom facing, then align. Align is priced to the mesh orientation, and then you need to, actually you don't need that for now. You need to take initial mesh rotation and just connect this one to torus like tangents, and also remove this random rotation, and I'll also make this so this should work fine, but let it disable, and okay, This should work. Custom alignment, custom facing. It's not working. Yeah, it's working now. And with this I can rotate these, or I can use rotation from here like a degree. $90, but still it's weird. This is weird. Let me check. Let me just figure it out. It should work actually. Yeah, so I have figured it out why it was not working. So if I delete these all and we have this torus and I change the axis, that's why it was causing the issue. So if I make this the default axis and I'll take the initial mesh orientation and connect this to torus normals or tangent. Let's use tangents. And if I take now align, see, these are aligned already, and you can change the axis like this. So these are aligned, but we have changed the torus rotation. So if I using X here instead of Z, is changing it. So here I will invert this, so I am using Z here. Now this is fixed, and still we have some issue. Yeah, 0.25. So it's now properly facing the camera, facing this axis. So we have this, and now we need what? We need random size, random thickness, random softness. Okay, so for that let's use this color and 1, and then this size is 10 and 100. So I will randomize it 5, 10 and 80 and 150. So it is also randomizing 20, 5, and I can change the torus size of course here, and I will make little more thick some lines like this. Okay, so now you can see, but this is not camera facing, so if I am rotating you can see the torus like this. So you can fix that. You can fix that, and how you will fix, I'll show you. So in your torus location, if I put it here, actually not here, if I just don't make it, okay, this is your axis. So if we need, yeah, we will need to make it camera facing, and same here. So this will be like, if the camera facing is X, this should be Z. And first we will work on here. So I will take the camera and camera forward vector. So here, because these are just spawned once, these are not spawning every time, and it's not updating the location, because location is just one time. We will figure it out later maybe, but for now I'm not touching it. Let it be with this axis. If we will have left time, we will check it out. but for now this is okay. Okay, and also let me make my fog little more darker like this, and these streaks, actually this torus will be smaller, and then streak size will be like 80, 100, 120. Yeah, for now it's okay. And now we need these particles in a spherical, so I will just duplicate these streaks. This is my particles, so in this one I will just remove these things, and also this, and take the sphere location, and this will be of course like 1, 5, 10, 10, 5 or 10, and then I will increase the size of a sphere, and also this random strength. So we have now, and these streaks should face upward. So for that, let's stretch these for now, like 50 and 50. These are stretching, so I will do the same thing. Actually we should not remove this. Then initial mesh rotation, sphere normals, and then align. Now see, these are facing the normals, so it will work. So I will again make it 10, 20. So now it's facing those axes. Okay, now this thing and the ground, these spikes, and then the dust and the rocks. So first we need to make these spikes. For that we need a sphere. So let me make a material M, spikes, and this is sphere. We need to work on sphere, so we will work here on sphere. So I need some texture, aura, maybe we need aura, this texture, preview this, and we need to work on the tiling. .5, and we need a mask. If Shift C for mask, actually green. Then power, increase this, and then multiply this with your aura. You have these kind of spikes. I can reduce this, and this will actually work. And what I'll do, I'll duplicate this, and in this one I will change the tiling to 3 and 0.5, 0.2 and 5, then add these together, so we will have random thing, then multiply it with this, and you can also do one thing, and that is you have this gradient after this power. You can distort this gradient, So if I take like texture, aura, blur, we have a blurred version of this aura. This is how it looks. So if I add this here in the UVs, before that I will multiply it to control. So now if you check this, it is completely distorted. I can distort it like 0.5, and then if I preview here, it is random. Then again I can use a power, and you can see we have slightly random things. And also I can use this texture, blurred one here if I want. No, that was good. Okay, so for now we will check this how it will look. So I'll take, okay, so again the same problem I faced yesterday. After changing my graphic card, I have some issues. I am right clicking and it's not showing anything. So for now I'll need to restart my engine. I'll save everything. Save everything and restart my engine. Open the map, and we were working on spikes material. So now I'll need particle color. This will go here and multiply, and actually I will multiply this with color also. Oops, this will go to color, sorry, and this will go to opacity, translucent, unlit, two-sided. This is how it looks. I'll save this, and in FX I will duplicate this. This is my bottom, lower spikes, and of course we need a sphere. So in mesh renderer I will use sphere, and that one, and then we need this material. I will use that here. This is how it looks. So we need to remove these things. So now we have just, I need maybe 5, and I need to increase the size. And this will be like here, and then initial rotation and randomize on Z. -1, and slightly I will randomize the size also. So in this case this is 3.23 or maybe 3.3 you say, and I will randomize the size in this axis. So 3.3, 3.3, and this will I use maybe 4 or 3.3. Okay, slightly random. And now we have this, and we need this dust and debris also, and I'm not liking this much. So what I'll do, I'll search a sphere which has a bottom pivot, because in this sphere we have center pivot. Let me search. So we have lots of sphere. Let me check. Center. I know I have one sphere with that. I think this one. Yeah, this one. So pivot is in the bottom, and yeah, so I will just preview this and use that here, and need to scale the size. So if I just use uniform for now, increase the size, and I need to move it down. So from here position, I will move it down here, and now I can make random sizes. It will work fine. So it's 20 almost, and I will use 20, not 20, 18, 18, 18, 20, 20, and 30. So now it is good. It is fine. Maybe 10. Yeah, and I will use maybe 10 particles. So it has now that volume. See, it has that volume, and still the size is very big. So maybe 6, 10, 10. Now fine. So it has that randomness. Okay, and one more thing, I'll make it 25, 25, not 25, 22, 22. Yeah, fine now, and now these debris and the dust. So for dust, I have lots of material, but I'll use the basic one, so you can create your own. So smoke, actually search, let me search the material. So I have this material, and this is the cloud pattern random 4x4. This is not sequence, very basic, so I will use that. Just preview it here, and I'll copy this particle, paste it here, and use that, and rename this dust or smoke. Okay, so now this is 4x4, and these are random frames. So animation would be in the spawn random frame 0 to 15, means 16 frames, and I don't need this custom alignment here, not these, and I will increase the size to maybe 200, maybe 150, and the color would be almost white. So this will be like 1, and I will desaturate little bit, not little bit, absolutely, and this will be slightly. So in the sphere I will use hemisphere on Z, and only on surface, and then I need to rotate this. So this is X, actually -1, it's weird. It should go down, but it's okay if it's not working this way. We can just scale it -1 on Z axis. Okay, so it will be like this, and now I will increase the spawn rate maybe 200. Okay, and 120, 200, random this thing, random UVs, and this smoke should be fade from edge like this. So for that, let me just close these tabs. So for that, there's lots of ways, and actually I will not make it negative, I will just make it positive, but I will move it down here, almost here, and I will reduce the alpha also. So if you want the edge, you can do one thing. You can do you can take the scale color. In here you can take lerp and then take the distance, normalized distance range, and initial position will be the offset minus 130 in Z. So I will put minus 130, then connect it to position of particle. So it will calculate that, and with this range it will make that fading. It is fading from inside, I think. Let me isolate this. Yeah, so if I make it 0 and 1, it is fading now outside. Okay, so we have now faded from outside like this. I will make it little darker, so 0.6, 0.1, 0.2. I'll make it 2. Yeah, this much. Then we need to set the debris, and for debris I'll just duplicate this again, copy and paste, and this will be debris. I will just make mesh renderer and debris. So we have this, and I will use a random size, maybe 1, 1, 1.1, 0.2, 0.2, and I'll just apply the basic material. I have a floor, just a gray material like this. Okay, so we have this random size, and I will use this minus 0.5 and offset, increase the offset, and we don't need this scale, and need to, and only surface I will off. And this is just a half sphere. I want randomized position, so I will take I will select this, take the position from here, and add some value on the position, and that value will be random on Z. So I will break I will just randomize it 0 and maybe 100, no, 20, and maybe slightly here 10, 10, minus 10, minus 10, 30, and also just 100, and size I will make 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, and spawn rate maybe 50, and size also 0.2, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. And one more thing, initial mesh rotation, and randomize this uniform, So we have created almost all the elements. These are not same, but I have shown you the technique how you create that. And one more thing, like these spikes not visible here because it is random every time. So for that, if you like the one that you like the most, you can just use this determinism, so it will not randomize every time, it will be same every time. So this is static effect. One more thing I would like to do with the dust is also scale the radius, the sprite size. So we have this normalized distance. I'll copy this and take the size and make this uniform lerp, paste this here, and 1 and 0, not 0, 0.5, 0.3, and make it 2. Size will also reduce, and slightly I will move this down. Yeah, and in spikes and streaks I will randomize the size. So all done, and it has a glow in the center also, so you can just copy your streaks, copy and paste, and this is center glow, and isolate this. This is how it looks. I don't need these things, and not these. I just need a uniform size like this much, and maybe 2 particles. So we have that glow in the center, not this big, very small. Yeah, you can also put a light here if you want on 0, move it down, make it slightly bluish, and increase, so it will look like, yeah, this is linking with that effect. And with the smoke, the dust, yeah, it is fine. It has these random thing I am checking, so this look fine, and you got the idea for each element how you can at least start up, and then you can refine those things. And this is static effect. And for the character, I will apply a little darker material. So here I will take floor, this one, so this is darker, so, and also make your fog little more darker, almost black. Yeah, and also you can edit your post blooms, so I can increase this like this. I can use the lens flare. I will increase the size, decrease this. So now you can see this is how our effect looks. I think lens flare is too much. I will decrease to 0.05. One thing that we left is spikes not facing the camera every time, that we need to check how we can fix. Let me check if we can quickly, otherwise I will make a separate tutorial on that. So this is your spike, and not facing this torus, not facing the camera. So I will duplicate I will duplicate this torus here in the update, and everything is just disturbed. So let me check. For that, one thing you can do is, let me just duplicate these streaks, copy and paste, just for backup. So I am just turning this off, this original one, and this duplicate, in this duplicate version, instead of torus, if I'll take sphere, put this here, and here you need to connect sphere normals. Fix these and increase the sphere size like this. So this is in 3D. You can also use this thing. I will need to decrease this. And in sphere, just surface only, use that. This is also looking cool, not bad. And yeah, this is actually not looking bad. We can use that. Yeah, so that torus thing, I will resolve that, how we can do that. Although we can do that in with camera, but for that our particle should emit every time. But if your particle once emitted, and you cannot, there is no logic to move or edit the location, because they have already spawned. So I'll make a separate tutorial on that. So this is our finished product for now, and that's it. I hope you liked it, you learned something. Thanks for watching, keep learning, and bye bye.